Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents I Am Justice by Ryk Brown, narrated by Jeffrey Kafer. Chapter 1. Nathan stood at the podium, looking out at the cheering crowds gathered in the memorial square at the center of Rakuin's capital city. Thousands had come to witness this historic moment. The moment when Rakuin and Narrator put their past conflicts behind them, allied with Zari, and became part of the galactic human community once again. The old traditions and attitudes of their founders had kept them all but isolated for far too long. The jump drive had brought increased wealth and prosperity to both worlds, and recent events had convinced most people that the time for change was upon them. Unfortunately, the refusal of their elders to embrace such change had nearly torn their world apart. Those who had opposed the change had been swept aside by a single act of violence, proving that the will of the people of Rakuin could not be stopped. Not by foolish old men who feared change. Now the people of both worlds had come together to celebrate their new alliance, and to hail the man who not only made it possible, but had saved their entire system from certain destruction at the hands of the Dusan. The cheers began to subside, replaced by a chant that grew in intensity with each cycle. Natan! 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 The infectious chant rapidly grew in volume as more joined in. Taking advantage of the moment, Ito Yokima stepped forward and took Nathan's left hand, raising it triumphantly in the air with his own, prompting an instant doubling of volume in the crowd. The chant swelled into a deafening roar as the crowd celebrated their new hero. Nathan held both hands in the air, even after Ito stepped back out of the spotlight. After a few seconds, he lowered his hands, placing them on the podium before him. He nodded his appreciation to the crowd over and over again as he waited for their cheers to die down. Finally, he spoke, his words echoing through the loudspeakers surrounding the square. I am but a single soul. Alone I am powerless, but when joined with thousands, with tens of thousands, with hundreds of thousands, we are an unstoppable force. The crowd erupted again, causing him to pause. A force for justice, a force for equality, a force for freedom. Again Nathan paused, allowing the thousands gathered before him to express their emotions. Today the accords that created decades of mistrust and prevented Narrator and Rakuin from...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?